Is 12 noon on this Friday afternoon for March 2nd, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel News Report on this Friday afternoon, March 2nd, 2018. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It's 12 noon and it is 42 degrees in North Massachusetts. And our top story on the Peter Channel Noon News Report is this live shot from Norton, Massachusetts. This is a time that you want to be staying home in your house because this is a very dangerous storm. Right now, we're in the heart of the storm with winds and rain. Expect this to be a nor'easter that we have never experienced. As that's going to be a top story in the Peter Channel Noon News Report. Winter storm Riley undergoing bomb generous and a strong nor'easter with damaging winds, coastal flooding, as thousands lose power right now. Taking a look at National Grid. In Massachusetts, 13,000 customers in the dark without power. And in Rhode Island, 863 customers in the dark. And for the Eversource in Massachusetts, 7,276 customers in the dark. 1297 of them in the Boston area and 611 of them in the Falmouth area. And expect none but to continue to go up with the winds and rain. And we'll have more on that coming up on the weather segment of the Peter Channel Noon News Report, along with the airlines cancel East Coast flights due to winds. In other news, nations threaten retaliation for Trump's steel tariffs plan. 2 dead, gunmen at large in Central Michigan University shooting. A Georgia Republican unethical revenge. Hard facts for both sides in Brexit talks according to Theresa May. California couple arrested after children found in plywood with dozens of cats in a trailer. Pentagon looks to adjust missile defense policy to include threats from Russia, China. Extremists attack embassy, army headquarters of Burkina Faso capital. Benjamin Netanyahu is questioned in third corruption case in Israel. The original Donald Trump, Silvio Berlusconi of Italy, is set for a comeback as the wise man of Italy. President Trump lends in charge North Carolina for Billy Graham's last crusade. And Dominique, ex-deputy director for FBI, will be faulted for leaks. Tucker Carlson turns on Trump. Imagine if Barack Obama had said that. More than 670 Syrian civilians have been just killed in 13 days in the Damascus suburb of eastern Ghouta. China is welcoming news that South Korea plans to send a special envoy to Pyongyang, calling it a move that will help ease the situation on the peninsula. South Korea is ready to send a special envoy to North Korea next week. President Trump and Vice President Mike Pence on Thursday evening met with National Rifle Association lobbyists in the White House. The latest on the storm from the Attleboro Sun Chronicle. 1,022 customers in the dark without any power in Attleboro. National Grid set as at 10 a.m. Earlier, a large tree landed on a building near intersection of Washington Street, Route 1 and Brown Street near Wendy's in South Attleboro. Also, a tree was knocked out on Mayhew Road near home. 752 customers without power in Foxborough, Chestnut Street and Pine Street near Norfolk saw trees, wires down, and police had to close some roads. And Burrell Elementary School in Foxborough reported power was out beginning around 9 a.m. and the school was operating on a generator. However, the school remained open. In Taunton, Coral Cassidy High School has fired a teacher who reported lied about it being a decorated Army veteran, and they were stunned from their perspective. Brockton woman thankfully to be alive after tree topples in a car during a storm. REI, L. Bean on the latest retailers to take a stance in gun debate, and L. Bean has raised the minimum age to buy a gun at 21, and it's part of the trend that's sweeping the industry. Look at that stocks now. Down 165 for 29 points at 24,443.69. SP 5 down 37 cents at 2667.30, and Nasdaq up 20.03 points at 72,100.59. Penguin super colony spotted from space. And Arctic Sea ice shrinks for a second straight year. Powerful new satellite will track extreme weather over the eastern Pacific. And Trans asteroid that could be bigger than the Empire State Building is about to pass by Earth. Brain surgery performed on wrong patients with hospital ID mixed up. How to push the cost and boost profits at the surgery centers led to a trail of death. Intense flu season finally losing steam but kills 17 more children that are 12, 1 in 14 kids. Peter Children's Storm. 12:03 on this Friday afternoon. It's time now for a sports report. Celtics and the Bruins having the night off. IU raceman sues US Ocean. USA Gymnastics over the Larry Nassar sexual abuse scandal. Cleveland Cavaliers reported suspended J.R. Smith because he threw a bowl of hot soup at an assistant. Multiple teams reportedly asked Lamar Jackson to do wide receiver tests in the NFL Combine. Peter Children's Storm is 12:03 on this Friday afternoon. It's time now for a traffic and transit report on the Peter Channel Traffic Check. Beep! This is a time that you need to stay home because venturing out is very dangerous right now because of the rains and rain and nor'easter. Okay. Looking at the subway, a westbound E branch train was taken out of service at Park Street due to an electrical problem. Expect 5-10 minutes additional wait times. Due to flooding, the Aquarium Station is closed. Blue Line trains will not be stopping in neither direction. During severe weather or service emergencies, Mountain Line service will be replaced by bus or van shuttle service. On the Commuter Rail, Fairmont train 763 11:45 a.m. Map is up. Cancelled today due to early power outages caused by a flooding near South Station and consider train 765 12:45 a.m. Mapbound. Franklin train 707 11 a.m. Mapbound has departed substation to operate 15-25 minutes late due to power outage caused by flooding. Kingston Plymouth train 063 10:50 a.m. Mapbound is departed substation to operate 35-45 minutes late due to early power outage caused by flooding. Newburyport train 161 11:20 a.m. from Appleton is operating 15-25 minutes late between Chelsea and Newburyport due to crossing issues caused by local flooding. And Providence train 811 11:25 a.m. from substation to Holden Kent and Junction due to down tree. And the ferries they are looking good. Except they are ferry services suspended due to the high winds. Alright, always and always in New England. In Rhode Island, 146 to the northbound side. Little slower, Route 123 out in Lincoln, Rhode Island. And Newport Bridge on both ends is backed up. Jamestown westbound side. Jamestown Bridge on westbound side. It is slow. 3 on the southbound side. It's slow after Route 44 in Plymouth. Southwest Expressway on both ends back between Mass Pike 9 and Braintree. Split 120 to the southbound side. Slow between 20 and Randolph and 37 in Braintree. 120 to the northbound side. It is over the Needham stretch. Route 1A on both ends it is backed up for the River stretch. Route 1 on the southbound side. So between Cheltenham and Charlestown. 93 there, the northbound side. It'll slow Somerville stretch. 120 there, the northbound side. It is slow around 2A out in Lexington. And central and western Massachusetts highways are looking good. And 84 eastbound side. A little slow Hartford, Connecticut. 95 at the northbound side. Slow before Bridgeport and before 91 in New Haven. And 99 at the northbound side. Slow in the Sanford stretch. 684 on both ends is back between White Plains and Bristol, New York. And New York State 3, it's slow between Syracuse and Schenectady. 88, both ends back between Binghamton and Schenectady. 86, it's slow between Binghamton and I-80 for New York State. And 81, it's slow between Wilkes-Barre and all the way up in Binghamton, New York. Peter Children's Storm, 12:06 p.m. on this Friday afternoon. It's time now for a weather report. And latest radar satellite Lupinit shows heavy torrents of rain stretching the line from eastern portions of New York, eastern portions of Connecticut, stretching a heavy band of showers around Sturbridge and Worcester, and stretching throughout the greater Boston area, stretching up in Hampton, New Hampshire, and another heavy band of rain showers down on Attleboro, Brockton, Plymouth, Marshfield, Scituate, and around Yarmouth and Eastham. So the coastal areas are the most concerned of this storm because winds, rain, coastal flooding could lead to terrible flooding. So this is a storm that you do not want to fool around with. While it's raining moderately from much of New Hampshire and southern Maine, and in the west of us, snow coming over to much of western Connecticut, stretch of western Massachusetts, up into Vermont, and much of New York State, and rain from Kingston on Newport along 87, and rain around Northeast Port New Jersey, snowing around New York City, and snow extended all the way Eastern New York and Eastern PA to New Jersey, and rain and southeastern portions of New Jersey, and down around Dover, Delaware. And snow from northern portions of Maine around Caribou, Maine. Alright, right now our current conditions, it is 37 to 46 degrees in the southern New England and 28 to 39 from northern New England with a 21-degree reading in Mount Washington, New Hampshire. In Kentucky, Rhode Island, 41 degrees with light rain. Early in Norton, it is at 12:08. 42 degrees, with humidity 95%. 2.41 degrees, winds east southeast at 2 miles an hour. And latest snow reports in Massachusetts. The snowfall, 7.8 inches in northeastern rural Massachusetts and Franklin County. 6.7 inches in Holly, Massachusetts. Plainfield, Massachusetts at 7 inches. The storm total rainfall inches 1.58 inches for Norfolk, Massachusetts. In Randolph, Massachusetts, 1.28 inches for North Weymouth, 1.18 inches for Mills, Massachusetts, 1.25 inches for East Providence, Rhode Island, and 1.13 inches for Hope Valley, Rhode Island. And look at the winds, 64 miles per hour. Nantucket, 63 up at Newburyport. In Newbury, 63 in Aquinnah in Martha's Vineyard. Logan Airport's got 56 in southeast of Boston, 67 miles an hour. So this is a storm that you want to stay in your comfortable home and stay warm and stay safe, because this is a storm that you do not want to fool around with. No, because this is very serious business, and we have a coastal flood warning remains expected until 3 a.m. Sunday for Cape Cod, Nantucket, and Martha's Vineyard, and Salisbury to Plymouth, as damage and impacts are likely as well as those communities exposed to the open ocean. And we just got word a few minutes ago over at 145 North Washington Street in Norton that we had tree and wires down on North Washington Street. An update on the power situation. Eversource, 7,480 customers in the dark. National Grid, 7,618 customers in the dark. In Massachusetts and in Rhode Island, 4,453 customers in the dark. 3,647 of them are in the Barrington area. So this is a storm. And if you have no power, call your local power company and don't call the police department. Don't call 911 to report an outage. We are under a flood watch for portions of Northern Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island, including fallen areas in Northern Connecticut, Hartford, Taunton, and Wyndham in the Massachusetts, Barnstable, Bristol, Central and Southeast Middlesex, Dukes, Essex, Nantucket, Norfolk, Plymouth, and Suffolk, and Rhode Island, Block Island, Bristol, Kent, Newport, Providence, and Washington. Saturday morning. Rainfall totals of 1 to 3 inches, but a look up at the 4 inches of Rhode Island and Southeast of Massachusetts may produce flooding of rivers and streams, as well as urban and port drainage areas. Heaviest rainfalls during this afternoon and early this evening, and with rain likely to change to snow by tonight. Flood warning. The National Weather Service in Taunton issued a flood warning for the following rivers: Massachusetts Potomac River at Wood River Junction affected Washington County, Potomac River at Wesley affected New London and Washington counties, Taunton River near Bridgewater affected Bristol and Plymouth counties, and Wood River at Hope Valley affected Washington County. As a powerful coastal storm is expected to bring 2 to 4 inches of rainfall to far southeast of New England. That's to cause strong rising in area rivers flooding in the forecast of Wood River, Potomac River, and Taunton River. Flood warning for the Taunton River near Bridgewater from this evening until further notice, until the warning is canceled at 10:45 a.m. Friday. The stage was 5.5 feet. Flood stage is 8 feet, a minimum 4 out in its forecast. Rise above flood stage around midnight tonight, and continue to rise near 11.1 feet by early Sunday morning, and 11 feet minor low in the backyard flooding is likely along reaches of the river around Bridgewater and Middlebury. Backwater flooding from the Taunton River will cause prolonged flooding of the lower Pritchard Brook in Middlebury. This will cause Walsh Creek Park to become impassable by vehicles for days. Beware the dangers of crossing flooded roadways. The water may be deeper than you think. Floodwaters have the ability to damage roadways, heat the ice of local fish, and evacuate if asked to do so. And we are under a high wind warning for most of Rhode Island, eastern Massachusetts, includes the cities and towns of Foxborough, Norwood, Boston, Quincy, Taunton, Brockton, Boston, Plymouth, Fall River, New Bedford, Mattapoisett, Providence, East Greenwich, Warwick, West Bristol, Narragansett, Wesley, Newport, and New Shore, and north 35 miles gusts up to 75 miles an hour. Strongest winds this afternoon and evening. These strong winds are capable of downing trees and power lines as well as cause property damage and scatter power outages if possible. Alright, let's take a look at forecast. It goes like this. Rain can be heavy at times, about 42 degrees. Wind north with about 22 to 26 miles gusts as high as 70 miles an hour. Chance of 100%. Dew percent between 1 and 2 inches possible tonight. Snow main before 11 p.m. Low 30 degrees, +3 with a north about 17 to 25 miles gust size. 55 miles an hour. Chance space is 90%. Dew circulation 1 to 3 inches possible for Saturday. Chance of snow before 11 a.m. Then a chance rain, most gusts about 42 degrees. North about 17 miles gust size. 37 miles an hour. Chance space is 30%. Little no circulation expected for Saturday night. A slight chance of snow shower. Most gusts about 32 degrees. North about 11 and 14 miles gust size. 32 miles an hour. Chance space is 20% for Sunday. Putty center in the most gust about 41 about 30 degrees. North for about 40 miles gust size, 26 miles an hour for Monday. Putty center of the putt class about 41 about 29 degrees. Tuesday, putt says about 44 degrees. Tuesday night, chance of snow after midnight. Most of the class about 32 degrees. Chance space is 40%. For Wednesday, rain and snow likely. Class about 43 about 33 degrees. Chance space is 65%. And for Thursday, chance of snow. Putty says about 45 degrees. And chance space is 30%. And that's gonna be it for the Peter Channel News Report on this March 2nd, 2018 on a Friday. Viewers, hope you have a good afternoon, good positive students. Stay safe in this noise and all. I have continuous updates on the Peter Channel and a full report coming up on the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news. I hope you have a good afternoon with a good positive attitude. And once again, stay safe in this homes. Well, it's nasty out.